Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. In the last episode, we were able to install the Shintari crystal at the top of the mountainside here and restore the magical energy required for Lyanna to perform her ritual to, I think, open the way to the Skull of Shadows. However, during the attempt, the gate was stuck. We slipped under, with Lyanna intending to continue the attempt to allow herself to enter it, only for Arantir, the necromancer, to show up, and it looks like kill her. He threatened to find and kill us as well, and we've escaped deeper into this temple. We are now attempting to find 3 gems to place them inside this spider statue, which will get us access to the Skull of Shadows deeper in. But this area is filled with the Walking Dead, and we have ghouls populating this area too. It's very dangerous. There's some traps located here as well. Also, as a side note, we defeated an orc shaman / warlord. I can't remember his name, Atrial or something of the sort. And the other orcs let us leave after we, a room that they had all been in after we had defeated their boss, warning us though that if they found us in the future, there would be hell to pay for what we had done. Anyway, that's, I think, a good summary. It's going to be what I'm going to keep anyway. Here's our current statistics, in case you guys are curious about what I've taken. The biggest thing to note is we grabbed Stealth level 3 last episode. We're now saving for another point in Strength. We'll gain 1 more point of damage, but we'll also be able to use our Earthfire sword if we so desire. Alternatively, I guess we can take critical hit and make our way towards using these 2 weapons. It's something to think about. There's other things, of course, we could spend our points on too. I wouldn't mind having 1 point in endurance for extra hit points, and getting some magic skills could also prove useful too. We have some time though to think about it, so get the choice right away. Our burglar is cluing us in to these walls and floors. Which are the traps to set them off. Oh, I missed. But I did make enough noise to get them to investigate, I suppose. That's a staff of some sort up there. I don't care about using a staff. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's a lot of them. We do have the archer feat, which is allowing us to draw arrows as quickly as we are. And we also have that quiver of infinite arrows. Well, that's awkward. Where'd he come from?
No, we're moving away from the gem. Go back.
There might be no upwards limit to the zombies. We can hear more of them. That is what we're here for. That right there.
The Maiden's Eye, an artifact of fate and doom. It's nearby, somewhere above us.
Combat staff. Fun weapon, as we saw quite some time ago, but not one I think we'll be needing. At least not any longer, obviously. It's probably good enough. The Maiden's Eye. I see nothing up here. No secrets or chests. Of course, if it was a secret, we're not supposed to see it. There, no, don't make such a bad pun, Tim. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. We lived. Went down a little too far. We need a skill point, but we're not going to be spending that at the moment. No other doorways or the like. So let's head down the stairs here. I'm gonna keep mentioning Thief, but this feels like the Bone Horde of Thief to me. Which is a good thing. I liked that level. I was almost tempted to play through Thief again, but I have already played through that game I think 3 times on my channel. So there's no reason for me to play through this series yet another time. Once an enemy in this game is aware of you, you're not going to be able to hide in the shadows unless you get away from its general vicinity. I knew that ghoul was there, but I couldn't allow myself to just stay in the shadows. It would be more appropriate that I was not. It should probably be clear by now that the game requires you to take the rope arrow. You must have it. You cannot progress through the game without it. Which also means that you're down a hot slot. Well, I guess you don't have to be. You could leave it in your inventory, but it's so convenient to not do that. That's a sword. On that, and it's guarded with a trap. We can probably easily avoid the trap. Sword of the Dragon Claw. Oh, this is supposed to be the... I guess this is like the face of the dragon. It looks like it's protecting it, though. I don't trust it. We're just gonna leave it here. We already have some decent weaponry. Perhaps in an arena-like area, there's something on the tomb there. In case it's a key or something of the sort, we need to investigate what it could be. It's a Ring of Arcane Brilliance. It can stay there. Can't really make it up there without a lucky mantle. Just enough space to make that. Can't effectively stab them underwater, apparently. another statue, another plinth for you to put it on to reveal another secret. But we are not taking magic, at least not yet. So the secret will be unavailable to us. It's a nice shield that you can get by revealing this secret, and I think a few potions and or scrolls. Catacombs of some sort. Brightly lit catacombs. Not my favorite type when I'm playing a thief. But it is if I'm playing any other type of class.
Cold? We're near the Jewel of Death. Called the soul of the crone. That's what that vile cold is.
Some of the jars contain loot. The loot I believe that's in them is randomized, but it's almost always just going to be potions of some sort, if it drops something. Scroll of Charm, full health potion, and 2 antidotes. You haven't seen it happen because the zombies have not been able to get close enough to me. But when they are the way to describe the distance, medium distance away from us, close enough that we need to be aware that in a few more seconds they can probably attack us, but not close enough for them to do so. They can actually exhale a cloud of miasma, which will poison you. My first time through this game, once again, I have not beaten the game. I have not been playing my other save slots. This is, we're gonna see a bunch of stuff for the first time together when we eventually reach, like, chapter 7 or something. I apologize if I make it sound like I'm beating this game. I have not. But from my earlier time playing through this area with my warrior, the breath attack shocked me. And often, while fighting a group of them, one of them would breathe on me. It was pretty consistent, and I almost took the poison resistance. I was down to, I think, 1 antidote by the time I was done with the crypts. But poison cannot kill you in this game, to my knowledge. It will just once again reduce your life to 5, and then it stops. So the antidotes are used in case you don't want to use other healing items to get yourself back up to full life. Should probably actually, on that note, put at least one of them on our hotbar. At least while we're in areas that contain such creatures. And of course, the spiders can poison you too. That one... They haven't seen me because we don't have combat music. I don't trust that one. I'm tempted to drop the infinite quiver viewer. It just makes the game, I feel, too easy. I'm gonna drop it. It's a nice item to have, it really is, but it trivializes the archery, because I'll gladly sit in a corner and kill everyone with arrows. And I feel like that's a little... It's a little too much. A little too much. We should have to worry somewhat about running out of ammunition. It's one of the reasons why I don't want the ring regeneration. I want to be forced to ration my healing supplies a little. It encourages me to play a little better and smarter. I can't be as lazy.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Thank you, Zana.
I sense a defiler, a living worm come to spread its filth and warmth.
Ah. Unsurprisingly, the Lich will just resummon more of these. Most bosses in the game, the Cyclops was one of these, can only be, to my knowledge, defeated with a power attack. So there, we hit zombies until their adrenaline was filled, and then one hit killed the Lich. We've also earned more points, up to 5 skill points. 3 more, and we can take strength up a rank.
Things are warmer, clearer. We're leaving the jewel behind.
Oh, thank you, Xana. Not even realized that the jewel was around here. I did, but I completely forgot. Soul of the Crone. Another skill point. That was our critical going off there.
There. I can sense another gem. The matron's heart. Quickly. It represents life and birth.
It's there. See the slight orange glow? That's a hint as to where we're trying to get to. Difficult parts coming up here, viewer, so I'm moving scrolls around. The sound effects in this game are wonderful. There's a fantastic job on the ambience. Enemies can set off traps, by the way, by walking across to the planks. Some enemies will die to them, others will not. Ghouls will not die to the spikes that come out of this, though they will be harmed. Matthias, Oracle of the Third Doom. A fantastic title. Recall that ghouls can climb walls, so they can chase us all over this place if they are become aware of our existence. Grenadine, Arc Revelator, I think. And there's some armor in that. Chainmail. 1 point of stamina will allow you to wear it. It allows you to have 2 points of armor class. We have no point in endurance, and we might not be taking it. We're not taking it next. We're taking strength next.
Don't worry, Sareth. You can jump, as long as you hit the water.
We could try pelting the ghouls from here, viewer, but they will get to us. They'll run around, claw on the walls to drop down and attack us. So I'd rather do this without them becoming alerted. Oh. We probably... we can probably make that... We can probably make that, but let's make it a little easier for us. Potentially. Oh, well, that one didn't do anything for us. Thankfully, we didn't make it to this. Oh, wow. I was going to say very dangerous here. We're going to get tempted for it. There's a secret up here. There's a secret up here. I want it. Okay. Oh, that was close. Full health potion, some fireball skulls, quite a few of them, shadow steel daggers, damage +6, requires stealth 3. I think it is finally time to retire our gutting Chris. I will miss the critical hit chance. But we can get that critical hit chance by dropping the Ring of Might and equipping the Ring of the Weapon Master. So we've gained a point of damage and lost a 2% chance to crit. Do we drop the Ring of Might? I think we do. Someone else can find those maybe someday, far in the future when this place is exhumed. The main reason is because I want this character to feel a little more fragile and to require a little bit of luck with the critical chance rather than just straight damage. It's one of the reasons why I won't take strength up to rank 3. Oh, I was about to say, come on, game. Let me fall onto that. Oh, wow. Okay, made it. We have all the gems. Let's get into the vault, I suppose.
Sareth, I can see you. Oh, what's happening? It must be the gems. They're doing this. The skull is close now. Can't you feel it calling to you?
I cannot. But Xana seems to be particularly attuned to this.
The final gem, Sareth. It draws us together. Can you feel me in your blood like fire? Oh yes, my prince. We will be together. Forever.
Alright, let's grab strength up another point and set up our hotbar a little different. We'll also talk briefly about some of the things Xana just said or revealed. Xana is apparently infatuated with us. I view it not so much as something just done because, how to describe this, viewer? I don't like getting into this sort of thing. But it's my honest opinion, it's not done just because probably guys are playing this video game and they wanted a hot girl to flirt with you. But something similar to what happened in Knights of the Old Republic with Bastila. How there's a scene where if you're kind to her with your Jedi, she mentions that she can't resist your power and is attracted to you because of this, and possibly in addition to other things. I think it's like that with Sareth. He has a certain aura or power about him, which is just drawing Xana to him. There's other things too, which we're going to see very shortly after we do a little bit of combat in this room. She also mentioned the word prince. We're not a prince, to my knowledge. At least not by anything we've seen so far. This is also interesting. Xana is probably also attracted to us because of the potential future amount of power or prestige that we possess. Which would make sense for things we will see very soon. Speaking of very soon, let's go ahead and do this.
Whoever you are, know that you tread ground sacred to the seventh dragon, to Asha, to the world of the living.
They know where I am, or this one does at least. Casting Fireball and wielding the Earthfire Sword do not reveal you if you have stealth. I'm apparently not very good at aiming that. No talking during the spider battle viewer. No talking.
Enough! You have won the Skull of Shadows as was prophesied. Should you prove unworthy, know that it will consume you. An event I will certainly savor.
I don't quite understand what she said there at the last. It does look like a potential dragon skull. The dragon must be rather small, all things considered, like probably bigger than a human. Maybe as big as a statue.
Since the seventh dragon banished our kind from the face of Asha. For 10 centuries, we have waited for our vengeance. We have waited for you. You are the one foretold by the wizard Sarshazar, the Dark Messiah of ancient prophecy. You are my son and my heir, the herald of fire and of blood. The creature that accompanies you is yours. Use her as you see fit. Now, take up the skull of my ancient enemy and shatter the prison that holds me. This, my son, I command you. And once I am free, this world and every soul in it will be ours.
The Skull of Shadows is not for the likes of you, demon spawn. The seventh dragon did not sacrifice himself so that some demon's bastard could undo all his labors. I do this for the sake of all Ashan. The prophecy of the Dark Messiah ends here.
My Messiah, and arise. Sareth, my love, can you hear me?
What happened?
Arantir killed you. I used the energy of the skull to revive you.
I feel different.
Not surprising. We're joined even more closely, and some of my powers are yours to command.
Where's Arantir?
Gone with the skull. We'll have to hurry to stop him.
Stop him? I'm going to kill him.
The orcs took all your equipment. They thought you were dead.
Let's show them that they've made a little mistake.
Alright guys, we're back. So that probably explains quite a bit. Looks like the early dream we had of Xana was actually accurate, and she was indeed some sort of demon. I do not know if she would be considered a succubus or not. I somehow don't think she is. Unless all attractive female demons are that's their title. A lightning shield.
Can't carry that. The orcs took my backpack.
Until we get back our stuff, we can't pick up anything. With the exception of a single weapon.
Can't carry that. The orcs took my backpack.
So we'll have to come back here if we want this stuff. We are not using shields, so we will not be taking the lightning shield. During that cutscene, it is my impression, these are just pure guesses, that we are, like, Xana hisses at us. Like, she looks like she's angry. But maybe that's because we are not fully demon. So it's her resisting her desire to attack and kill us, as we are partly human. I also really loved how when our father shows up, she is immediately submissive. That's a nice touch, indicating that he is more powerful than she is. And she acknowledges such. We're also about to see that Xana is pretty powerful and could probably have handled most of the combat in this game earlier had we been connected to her. We can call upon Xana's power now to turn us into, or rather to have her manifest herself as us. Let's show you what that's like.
Don't worry about the tail.
The other one fled. We become her briefly.
Feel so weak.
Yes, my powers are yours, but for a price. You must be careful how you use them, my prince. Others will mistrust you. They don't understand.
I see that.
But it felt good, didn't it?
Yes.
That was a little buggy. No, none of them are supposed to run. They're supposed to stay here. We're supposed to kill them. So when we call on her powers, we slowly lose life over time. But killing enemies while in this form will regenerate life for us. I don't feel like we even need any type of, like, special, like, any weaponry any longer. We can just rely on Xana, if we wish, for all our melee combat needs going forward, assuming our life is not low enough, and we do a decent job at the actual fighting. As you can see here by this. We could still have kicked the orcs into the fire and tried fighting them normally, but you can throw no punches in your normal mode. So it's just kicks, that's all we would have. We also feel so weak without Xana's power, which is a hint, I think, that Xana's extremely strong. And I like that. It's, how to describe this? I want to choose my words carefully here. It's done very tactfully in the game. We don't have Xana up here suddenly, like, we can't summon her in front of us and have her just wipe out everything, which she could probably do. Instead, we have to use her carefully, which I like. I like that a lot. It also means that we're not watching her kill everything for us. We actually still have to be engaged in the fighting. And I like that we are effective, that we're her. I like having, like, the tail especially is a nice reminder that she is possessing us. Oh, no, not yet. That's right. I thought we had our stuff back. All right, let's keep going. I don't recognize what that's supposed to be. It's interesting that in this game, we lost our stuff, because in Dishonored, you get your stuff taken from you then too. It is optional if you want to go get your stuff back or not. Here we must acquire it, as we need the rope bow. You just step on small spiders. You might remember that a few videos ago we took Burglar, but we have not ever had to use it to open a chest. Here is the first example. Oh, of one. We don't have our lockpicks, so I'm guessing we can't open that yet. There is no key for that chest as far as I'm aware, so we'll need to get our stuff back. Thankfully, it's right here. Oh, that's a skull. We have one of those too.
I felt naked without this.
There's nothing wrong with feeling naked, my dear.
When you're as powerful as you are, Xana, it's probably a way to balance you. We're at 4 skill points. I think we'll save now for critical hit. I at the very least want 1 point in this. We'll probably take both. That's arguably not something we should take, given how weak it is, but I wouldn't mind using these 2 weapons. There was, I think, a health potion and a mana potion all the way back by where we entered, right? Under the water? And that lightning shield. We don't need those, so they can stay there. We will, though. Let's see what's inside this. There is nothing you need to do to use your lockpicks here. You just have to have the burglar skill. Earthfire shield. We could have gotten this from the secret in the tombs just a little while ago. I'll take it to show it to you, but we're not using shields. Increases your protection from fire-based attacks once equipped. Indestructible. Requires melee combat 3. Shields have a durability, and as you block damage, they lose that durability. I think, however, the Earthfire Shield and Lightning Shield have no durability, and thus are just a flat upgrade over any of the other types of shields you could get. I will say that the equipment in this game feels a bit unbalanced at times, but it's still a great game. So Earthfire Sword currently for spiders are daggers for things like goblins or orcs is the plan currently. And actually, if we're not going to be taking Strength 3, there is no reason for me to have Soul Drinker. So we'll leave that behind. I mean, it looks pretty awesome, though. It looks pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? We have the inventory space. We'll just hold on to it. I don't intend to take Strength 3, but maybe there's gonna be enough points in the game where we end up taking because there's nothing else that feels thematic for us to take.
Temple defiled. Orcs being punished. Orcs should leave this place. Find another island. After orcs bury Aratrog. After Aratrog's murderer dead. Yes.
Not murderer.
This is what you get when you tell orcs to guard your shrine. Any aspect of Asha should be smarter than that.
We don't have to kill them. We can just leave them here. They're guarding a chest, but we probably don't need anything inside of it. And we don't need the forge for anything. There was another flame gold bar earlier in the chest we had picklocked, I think. No, I'm sorry, where our stuff was. But we don't need it. And the Earthfire Sword will do less damage to orcs anyway. They are resistant to fire. Goblins also.
Cyclops look hungry. Not feeding time. Why Nanash say Cyclops hungry? Cyclops sniffs at Nanash and Gordon. Cyclops always starts sniffing when Cyclops gets hungry. Huh, Nanash and Gordon too tough to eat. Ha ha.
He saw his friend die. I was like, well...
That beast looks familiar.
A Cyclops in captivity? I'm impressed. Probably guarding the exit.
Do you see all of that, viewer? There is a secret item there, and I want it. We can kill the Cyclops. We have the means to do so. But if we can sneak past it, it would be more thief-like. Which, arguably, we are kind of a thief. That one's not gonna work. Let's see. I need to be there to get a better angle at this. We want to place a rope arrow someplace here to leap off that rope arrow onto a different one. But you know what, Tim? You need another rope arrow someplace, or at least one more. I don't have a good feeling about this, viewer. All right. Give it a try. wasn't allowed to leap off of it. I don't know if the Cyclops will throw things at us. I imagine it can throw boulders and what have you, since goblins can. Well, goblins can't throw boulders, but they can throw rocks at us. Do this. Master Thief's outfit. +2 armor class, increases stealth. Requires stealth 3, so we'll gain, effectively, 1 point of armor class over our... Oh, which I forgot to equip, our assassin's garb. We also need to re-equip our weapon master. These garments are tailored of soft black leather that makes no sound when it moves. There is a scarlet G embroidered inside the collar. That is awesome. I am assuming that stands for Garrett. We no longer need the assassin's garb. Let's stay here until he's walking back that way, and then we'll try to skedaddle down. Oh, or we'll do it now. Let's make sure he's going to go that way before we commit. All right, viewer, not bad. how do we get out of here? We could make some noise to distract him. It's this right here.
I've had enough of orcish tunnels, haven't you? Let's go.
Alright, not bad. We did it. We'll take a point of critical hit. And we'll keep playing viewer until we reach the next transition area, and then we'll call it quits as of then.
I wonder if we can climb up there somehow.
Feels like we can break these boards. Can we? We cannot. I do not know, viewer, if you get any points for, or rather, I do not remember if you get any points for killing the Cyclops. You probably do, I'm imagining. I'm still not gonna, we're still not gonna do it.
Finally, we're clear of those orcs.
Good riddance. We'll have to do something about this place once you come into power.
Let's get out of here first.
Of course, my prince.
I mean, we have to get out of here first, Sarah. That was a meaningless statement. Spiders. I use the scrolls viewer because we have them. Not necessarily because they're the best thing to use. I can just kill the spiders with my Earthfire sword without any real concern. Or even our whatchamacallit. But it's fun to use the scrolls. It seems like a very thiefy thing for us to do if we had the capability of doing it. We read some time ago that spiders are vulnerable to fire. So it seems like a good thing to do to clear them out. That was going to be a bit of a jerk, isn't it? I wanted to sneak out of here without killing anymore, but we're not going to get a chance to do that. When I had first gone through this area with two of my characters, I didn't realize there was something up there. And then the last time I had been through here, I noticed a faint glint from this distance, the shine that comes from an item you can interact with. And then I tried my best to figure out how to get to that item. You're probably supposed to do it from this side, but I found a way to actually navigate up there from down below. Kind of neat. The game allows you to avoid combat as well, which we were able to do with the Cyclops, unrelated to finding the item. Alright, guys. So we're going to stop here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.